Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we will complete the functionality of login page. So let's go to VS Code, and here on the form submission, we have this handle login function. So this need some logic for that form. So these are the unused variables, so that we need to use it in this login function, handle login function. So first I'll pass an event, and here we need to say event dot prevent default. Okay, we need to prevent the default behavior of the form. Okay, and here I'm going to use try catch block. So inside the try catch block, so let me check if I have the shortcut for this. So try catch. Okay, so if I click here, okay, I'm getting this try catch block. Now inside the try, I'll say await Firebase dot auth, and here we need to say dot sign in with email address, email and password. And here we need to pass the email address, which is coming from here, and then the password. And if this is fine, okay, here we need to, this is async await function, so here we need to define the async. Okay, so now await, and then if this is fine, if this is the condition works, then we need to navigate it to the dashboard page. So I'll say navigate routes dot dashboard. Okay, so we already have this routes. So if we are successfully logged in with the email ID and the password which we have in the Firebase, then it will navigate to this dashboard page, which is, let me go to constant, which is the only slash means localhost 3000. Okay, so that we will check. And if there is an error, so we will set the email address to be empty so that the user can again fill the input. So set password, this is also going to be empty. And if there is an error, so set error, here we need to pass error dot message. Okay, let me save this. So now this set error has been used here. So now whatever error which we are going to display, it's going to display here. Okay, so now let's try this. Let me save this. Let me close this. Let's go to the browser. Let me refresh the page, and first I'll use any email ID which is not in the Firebase. So anything which is not in the Firebase. So here cannot read property of undefined reading auth. Okay, so what is the issue? Here the spelling is incorrect. So SIGN, sign in with email address and password. Let me try it again. .com cannot read the property undefined reading auth. There is some problem, I think so. Email at and okay, email and password. Make sure this is correct. Sign in with email and password. Okay, let's go back. Let's try again. Do not read property of undefined reading auth. Firebase.auth, sign in with email and password. Email and password. Email address and password. Okay, let me just pause this video and I'll come back. Okay, so I got the error. So let's go to index.js file. So here we need a curly braces. Okay, so here also we need a curly braces. Let me save this file, and now let's check in the browser. Let me refresh. Okay, it is refreshing. So now if I enter any email ID which is not in the Firebase, and if I hit enter, I mean press login button, so it says Firebase error auth invalid login credentials. So this is the error message which we are getting from the uh, Firebase. Okay, now I will add the email ID which we are using in the Firebase, which is this one, kapadia.samir1@gmail.com. Okay, So this is the email ID which I have used. So let me just type it, paria.samir1@gmail.com, and the password is test1234. Let me log in. So it will redirect me to the it should redirect me to the dashboard. Okay, I think I need to refresh. But if I okay, let's do it again. Kapadia.samir1@gmail.com, and it's test123. I think so. Test123. Login. Okay, so it is redirecting me to the dashboard page, which is in our case, where is the root file? Only slash means a localhost 3000. Okay, so this is working fine. If I refresh, okay, it is redirected. Let me go back again, refresh it. Let's add a email ID which is not used in the Firebase. So if I hit login, I'm getting this invalid, but this email and password is not getting empty. That I need to check why it is not getting empty. If there is an error, set email address to be empty and password to be empty. Yeah, this should work actually. So this I need to check why it is not getting empty. So I'll show you in the coming up lectures. So this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.